be the people sitting behind them in the chairs. So they will guide them to go up, and you go in a clockwise direction. In front of the stage, there's a path and there's a bag in the middle of the stage. That's where you put the offerings. After the people in the chairs have gone up, then starting from the back rows, they will go up one by one as the Dharmapalas direct them. So just follow the directions of the Dharmapalas. And so we'll start from the back and going towards the front. And the monks and nuns in the front will be the last ones to make the offerings. If you need to go to the bathroom, please, everything is going to be done clockwise. So you would go to the left-hand side of the stage if you need to go to the bathroom, and you exit there and go around the back of the Monlam pavilion, and then come back clockwise. If after you've made your offerings, you do not want to return to your seat, for some reason, if you want to leave, then please again do it clockwise. And for those returning to your seat, just come back clockwise.
法友们，大家好。下来要进行供养的仪式，顺序将会从会场的左后方逐步往前依序开始，请法友们 听从会场保安人员的引导。今年的保安工作是由西藏青年学校的同学们来组成，请大家多多的给予支持与爱护，并听从配合他们的引导。待会儿行进的动线会从会场的左后方，依外侧围墙内的顺序依序往前。 还没有轮到的法友，请您耐心的在位置上安坐等候，谢谢您的配合。
장 야주 캬지 상고츠베 몰람 상주 몰람 세그럼 야주 캬지
Reciting the King of Aspiration prayers, the prayer for noble conduct. Beginning on page 117. I prostrate to the noble youthful Manjushri. I prostrate to all the lions among humans, as many as appear, excepting none of the 3 times in the 10 worlds of the 10 directions. Sincerely with my body, speech, and mind, with the power of this prayer for excellent conduct, I fully prostrate to all the victors with as many bodies as atoms in the realms. With all the victors right before my mind, upon one atom, numerous as atoms are Buddhas in the midst of bodhisattvas. I thus imagine that victorious ones completely fill the entire Dharma expanse. Last line of 117. With sounds from oceans of melodious traits, I extol the qualities of all the victors. First line of 118. Whose oceans of praiseworthiness will never run dry, and praise all of the Sugatas. I make an offering to these victors, the best of flowers and the finest garlands, symbols and ointments, the best parasols, the best of lamps, and incense, the most fine. I make an offering to these victors of the finest robes, the finest fragrances, and powders in heaps equal to Mount Meru, arranged in the most sublime of displays. I also imagine offering to all the victors that which is vast and unsurpassable, I offer and bow to the victors with the power of faith and excellent conduct. Under the influence of desire, hatred, and ignorance, I have committed wrongs using my body, speech, and also mind. I confess each and every one of them. And I rejoice in all that is the merit of all the victors and the Buddha's children. Top of 119. Pratyekya Buddhas, learners and non-learners, of all the wanderers of the 10 directions. I request all those guardians who have wakened to Buddhahood and found detachment, the lands of the worlds of the 10 directions, to turn the wheel that cannot be surpassed. With my palms joined, I supplicate all those who wish to demonstrate nirvana to stay for as many eons as atoms in the realms, to aid and bring well-being to all wanderers. I dedicate to enlightenment whatever slight merit I have gathered prostrating and offering, confessing and rejoicing, requesting and making supplications. I offer to the Buddhas of the past and those who dwell in the worlds in the 10 directions. May those yet to appear fulfill their wishes and swiftly awaken to enlightenment. May every world in any of the 10 directions become vast, completely pure, and filled with bodhisattvas and with victors who've gone beneath the lordly Buddha tree. May all the beings there are in the 10 directions be free of illness and be happy always. May all the aims and dharma of all beings be in harmony. May their hopes be fulfilled. Fourth line of 120. May I perform the conduct of awakening and remember in all realms my past lives, upon my death and rebirth in all lives. May I go forth from home to homelessness. Following all the victors, may I train and bring excellent conduct to perfection. May I act with pure, stainless discipline that never lapses and is free of faults. May I teach the Dharma in every single language, the language of the gods, the tongue of Nagas, the tongues of Yakshas, Kumbhandas, and humans, and all the languages that beings speak. May I be gentle, strive in paramitas, and may I never forget bodhicitta. May I completely purify all wrongs, without exception, that are obscurations. Free from afflictions, karma, and the works of Maras, may I act in every realm like a lotus to which water does not cling, unhindered like the sun and moon in space. I'll act to fully quell the suffering of lower realms and bring all beings to joy. I'll act to benefit all beings throughout the reaches of the realms in the 10 directions. I'll work in harmony with beings' conduct and bring enlightened conduct to perfection. I'll teach the Dharma of this excellent conduct and act in all the eons of the future. Always may I associate with those who act in harmony with my own conduct in body, speech, and mind. May we behave as one in conduct and in aspirations. And may I always meet with those spiritual friends who have the wish to bring me benefit. Top of 122. By teaching conduct that is excellent. I'll never do anything to disappoint. I'll always look directly at the victors, protectors in the midst of bodhisattvas, and I will make vast offerings to them in every future aeon, never discouraged. I shall retain the Dharma of the victors, illumine everywhere, awaken conduct, and purify excellent conduct too. I shall act thus in every future aeon, cycling through all existences. May I gain merit and wisdom inexhaustible, and be a bottomless store of all means and prajna, samadhi, emancipations, and good traits. Upon one atom are as many realms as atoms, and within those realms, beyond all measure amid bodhisattvas. Beholding them, I'll act for awakening. Just so in all directions, none accepted. On a hair tip or oceans of the realms, of oceans of the Buddhas of the three times. I'll enter these and act for oceans of eons. I'll always enter in the Buddha's speech, of which one tone has oceans of great traits. The pure melodic tones of all Buddhas, that are just as all beings are inclined. I'll enter also through the strength of mind, those inexhaustible tones of the speech of all victorious ones, who will appear in the three times and turn the wheel of Dharma. Through just one single instant, I'll enter all the eons that are yet to come. I'll enter and act in all eons of the three times in a fraction of a second. And in a single instant, I shall view the line among humans of the three times. I'll always enter their sphere through the power of the emancipation of illusions. Upon a single atom, I'll produce the arrays of all realms of the three times, top of 124, 124, in all directions thus, without exception. I'll enter the arrays of Buddha realms. I'll go into the presence of all those who will be lamps of the world in the future, who will become enlightened, turn the wheel, and demonstrate Nirvana's final peace. Fourth line of 124. Through the power of miracles, swift everywhere, the power of vehicles in every way, the power of conduct, every quality, the power of love, pervasive everywhere, the power of merit, virtue everywhere, the power of pristine wisdom, free of attachments, the powers of wisdom, means, and of samadhi. I shall achieve the powers of awakening. I'll purify the power of karma fully, destroy forever the power of the afflictions, make powerless the Mars powers, perfect all powers of excellent conduct. I'll completely purify the oceans of realms and liberate completely oceans of beings. I will completely see the oceans of Dharma and totally realize the oceans of wisdom. Second line of 125. I'll purify completely oceans of conduct. Perfect completely oceans of aspirations. Offer completely to the oceans of Buddhas. And act for oceans of aeons undiscouraged. I shall awaken through excellent conduct and perfect fully all without perception. The special aspirations of all the victors of the 3 times for the awakened conduct. I fully dedicate all this virtue that I may act comparably to him, the wise, the finest son of all the Buddhas, who's called Samantabhadra by name. Just as the good wise one makes dedication for a pure body, pure speech, and pure mind, for purity of conduct and pure realms, may I in those ways be the same as him. To perform excellent conduct, good in all, I'll act upon Manjushri's aspirations, top of 126, never discouraged, at all future aeons, I'll complete all these deeds without exception. May I have conduct beyond any measure, and qualities too that cannot be measured. Dwelling in conduct that's immeasurable, I'll know their each and every emanation. As far as to the ends of the blue sky, and likewise to the ends of sentient beings, up through the ends of karma and afflictions, thus far are the ends of my aspirations. Though one might give the realms of 10 directions, adorned with precious jewelry to the victors, or give the best divine and human pleasures for eons equal to atoms in all realms. If someone hears this king of dedications one single time, develops faith, and feels a longing for supreme enlightenment, that is the most supreme exalted merit. Someone who makes this prayer for excellent conduct is one who will abandon lower realms, top of 127. Such people have abandoned harmful friends. They will also see Amitabha soon. They'll gain well what they need, live easily. They will be welcome in this human life. Before a long time passes, they themselves will also be just like Samantabhadra. If those who, under the power of not knowing, have done one of the 5 heinous misdeeds, recite this prayer for excellent conduct, it quickly will be fully purified. They will have pristine wisdom, beauty, signs, a good complexion, and good family. Invincible to Maras and non-Buddhists. In all 3 worlds they will be given offerings. They will soon go to the great Bodhi tree. Once there, they'll sit to benefit all beings. Defeat all Maras and their hordes. awaken to enlightenment and turn the wheel of Dharma. If one should memorize or teach or write, this aspiration for excellent conduct, top of 128, only the Buddha knows how that will ripen. Don't doubt that it's supreme enlightenment. The brave Manjushri knows things as they are, as does in the same way Samantabhadra. I fully dedicate all of these virtues that I might train and follow their example. All the victorious ones of the three times acclaim this dedication as supreme. With this, then, I completely dedicate all of this virtue to excellent conduct. When I come to the moment of my death, my obscurations will all be dispelled. I shall see Amitabha right before me and go to the realm of Sukhavati. Once I have gone there, may these aspirations all become manifest in their entirety. I will fulfill them all without exception. As long as worlds exist, I will help beings. In that fine, joyous mandala of the victor, I'll take birth in a beautiful great lotus, top of 129. I also will receive a prophecy directly from the victor Amitabha. When I've received the prophecy from him, I'll bring great benefit to beings in the 10 directions through my mental powers with many billions of emanations. May any little merit I have gathered by thus aspiring for excellent conduct make all the virtuous aspirations of all beings come true within a single instant. Through the incomparable merit, infinite merit, thus gained through dedicating excellent conduct, may beings engulfed in the floods of suffering achieve the supreme realm of Amitabha. May this supreme great king of aspirations bring benefit to all infinite wanderers. Fulfilling this text, Samantabhadra adorns. May all the places in lower realms be emptied.
Page 130, Prayer of Maitreya. Whatever misdeeds I have done, because my mind was overpowered, I go into the presence of the Buddhas and confess them all. May any merit I have gathered, performing the 3 types of actions, become the seed of my omniscience. May my enlightenment be inexhaustible. Page 131. The Buddhas know and rejoice in the offerings given by the Buddhas in the realms and the 10 directions, and I rejoice in them as well. I confess all my wrongdoing, and I rejoice in every merit. I prostrate to all the Buddhas. May I gain supreme pristine wisdom. I call upon the Bodhisattvas who dwell on the 10th level in the 10 directions to awaken to great supreme enlightenment. After a sublime enlightenment, the Matas and their hordes subdued. May then turn the wheel of Dharma to give succor to living beings. May the sound of the great drum of Dharma liberate beings from suffering. May you remain and teach the Dharma for infinite millions of eons. Page 132. We sink into the mud of desire, bound tight by the cords of existence. Supreme of gods and humans, look upon us, who are bound by all the fetters. The Buddhas do not vilify those who have been mentally stained. May they, with kind and loving hearts, free beings from the ocean of existence. May I follow the example of the perfect Buddhas who are present, those who have passed and those to come. May I perform acts of awakening. May I perfect the 6 transcendences, liberate beings of the 6 realms. May I realize the 6 clairvoyances and achieve unexcelled enlightenment. They are unborn. They won't arise. They have no nature. There's no place. There's no cognition. There are no things. May I realize that dharmas are empty. Page 133. Just like the Buddhas, the great sages, may I realize there are no beings, no life, no individuals, no nurturers, nor any self. Things that are grasped as me or mine do not abide in anything. To help all sentient beings, may I unstintedly give generously. Since things do not exist as things, may I spontaneously have wealth. Since everything disintegrates, may I perfect transcendent giving. With conduct of faultless discipline, discipline that's completely pure, discipline free of arrogance, may I perfect transcendent discipline. Not dwelling like the elements of earth, water, fire, and wind. Patience does not get angry, so I perfect transcendent patience. To undertaking diligence, stable, excited, and free of sloth. With strength of body and mind, I perfect transcendent diligence. To the illusion-like samadhi, to the heroic stride samadhi, and through the Vajra-like samadhi, may I perfect transcendent meditation. To the 3 gates of liberation, the equality of the 3 times, and manifesting the 3 awarenesses, may I perfect transcendent wisdom. May that which all the Buddhas praise, the blaze of radiance and glory, and the diligence of bodhisattvas, fulfill completely my intentions. May I perform such conduct, and like him, who is renowned for kindness, complete the 6 paramitas, and dwell in the peak of the 10th level. Page 135. To the infinite merit of acting thus, may I give up forever bad rebirths, hells, hungry ghosts, animals, demigods, and reach the state of the Buddha Maitreya. When the victorious Maitreya and Simha, the lion, perform the deeds of Buddhas in the future, may I too dwell in supreme awakening, and then receive the highest prophecy from this virtue in each and every life. I be human. Follow a good master. Shoulder the burden of being suffering. And serve the teachings of Maitreya. Page 136, Aspiration for the Way of the Bodhisattvas. By the merit of having written the Way of the Bodhisattva, may every wandering being enter the Bodhisattva's ways. May everyone in all directions, who's anguished or diseased in body or mind, gain for my merit an ocean of happiness. As long as they are in samsara, may their happiness never wane. May beings continuously obtain the Bodhisattva's joy. May all the beings in the hells, and as many as there are, in every universe, delight in the joys of the blissful realm. Page 137. May all those stricken by cold find warmth, those stricken by heat be cooled by boundless oceans of waters born from the great clouds of bodhisattvas. May sword leaf forests become for them thick groves of sandalwood. May the trunks of shamali trees grow into wish-fulfilling trees. May the regions of the hells become delightful with lakes of aromatic lotuses. Made beautiful by gray geese, ducks, and ruddy geese, white swans, and so forth, calling pleasantly. May the heaps of embers become mounds of jewels, the burning ground become a crystal floor. May the crushing mountains also become temples of worship that are filled with sugatas. From today onward, may the rains of lava, embers, and weaponry become a rain of flowers. May those who smite each other with their weapons from now on playfully toss flowers instead. Page 138. May those sunk in the unformable river, whose water is like fire, their flesh all fallen off, their bones and white as jasmine flowers, by the power of my virtue, achieve the body of a god, and dwell in the goddess's company, by the Mandakini. What frightened so the terrible henchmen of the Lord of Death, the crows, the vultures? Whose might, they wonder, this fine power dispelling the gloom all round and bringing us to joy? Looking up, may they see Vajrapani blazing in the center of the sky. Freed from misdeeds by the power of utter joy, may they consort with him. Seeing a rain of blossoms mixed with scented water, drench and extinguish the infernal conflagration. Page 139. May the beings in hell be sated with a sudden pleasure and wondering why that is. Behold there Padmapani, the holder of the lotus. Friends, cast away your fear and hurry here. Who could this be now come to us? Relieving all our suffering, exuding the energy of joy, protecting all beings from all, the Bodhisattva who has roused compassion, the youth with hair and a top knot, who dispels our every fear. Behold, see how the 100 gods revere his lotus feet with their tiaras. His eyes are moist with compassion. A shower of many flowers falls upon his head. Look at this lovely palace where 1,000 goddesses praise him in song. May the denizens of hell let forth such a clamor when they behold Manjughosha. Page 140. Then through my virtue may the beings in the hells, seeing a cloud of bodhisattvas free from obscurations, led by Samantabhadra, shower down on them a comforting, cool, fragrant lane, take true delight. Middle of page 140. May animals' fear of being eaten by one another vanish. Like humans in Tarakuro, may hungry ghosts be happy. May streams of milk flowing from the hands of noble Lokeshvara Chenrezi ever satiate, bathe, and refresh the Preta hungry ghosts. May everyone who is blind now see. May the deaf always hear. May the pregnant give birth without pain, just like Queen Maya Devi. Page 141. May those who are naked obtain clothing, the hungry acquire food. May those who are thirsty procure water and delicious beverage. May beggars gain prosperity, those racked with grief gain joy. May the desperate be relieved and have great stability. May every being who is sick be swiftly cured of illness. May none of wanderers' maladies ever occur again. May those who are frightened have no fears. May all in bonds be freed. May the powerless be powerful and friendly with each other. May all directions be propitious for every traveler. May they accomplish without effort the aims for which they travel. Page 142. May those embarked on boats and ships accomplish their intentions. May those safely reach the shore and rejoice with their families. May those astray on desolate paths meet travelers and journey unafraid of bandits, tigers, and such, with ease and unfatigued. May the young and the old, without protection, in wretched, roadless wilds, asleep, inebriate, or mad, be guarded by the gods. Freed from all lack of leisure, may they have faith, compassion, and intelligence. May they, with perfect food and conduct, recall their past lives always. May all have wealth as endless as the treasury of the sky, enjoying it as they wish, without any quarreling or threats. Page 142. May beings with little vitality be vigorous and robust. May those ascetics with bad physiques have the most sublime bodies. May all the women in the world become powerful people. May those who are lowly gain high status and also vanquish pride. May every being without exception, through this merit of mine, abandon all misdeeds and then act virtuously always. Never parted from bodhicitta, may they engage in enlightened conduct. May they be accepted by the Buddhas and give up the axiomatas. May every sentient being have immeasurable long life. May all live happily forever. May the word death be unheard. Page 144. May pleasure groves of wish-fulfilling trees, filled with Dharma, proclaimed by Buddhas and the Buddha's offspring, abound in all directions. Everywhere may the ground be free of gravel and so forth. As even as the palm, as smooth as Vaidurya in nature. May great assemblies of bodhisattvas be seated all around, and may they beautify the earth with their magnificence. May our corporal beings hear the unceasing sound of Dharma, from every bird, tree, and light ray, and even from the sky itself. May they perpetually encounter the Buddhas and their children with boundless clouds of offerings. Revere the teacher of beings. Page 145. May the gods make the rains fall in season. May crops be excellent. May monarchs act according to Dharma. May the people thrive. May medicines be effective and mantras be accomplished. May Dakinis and Rakshasas and such be compassionate. May no sentient being be miserable, none wicked, none diseased. May none be feared or despised. May no one be unhappy. Thriving with reading and recitation, may temples be well established. May the Sangha, always harmonious, accomplish its purposes. May bhikshus with the wish to train find solitary places. Give up all distraction and meditate with minds that are workable. Page 146. May bhikshunis be supported and give up quarrels and harm. May everyone who has gone forth have unbroken discipline. May those who've broken their vows repent and always giving up wrong be born in the higher realms and keep their vows inviolate. May Panditas be venerated and also receive alms. Their mind streams pure, may they be known in every direction. Without enduring the lower realms' pain or undergoing hardship, with a body better than a god's, may beings soon become Buddhas. May every being frequently make offerings to all Buddhas. May they be happy always with the Buddha's infinite bliss. Page 147. The Bodhisattva's wishes for the sake of beings fulfilled. May sentient beings easily gain what the protectors intend. Likewise, may the Pracheka Buddhas and Shravakas be happy. Until Manjughosha's kindness, I achieve the level of the joyous. Always may I recall my lives, go forth and be ordained as a renunciate. Even with meager fare, may I live with vitality. In all my lives may I find places of perfect solitude. Whenever I have the wish to see him or ask him a question, may I see him without impediment. Manjushri, my protector. Just as Manjushri acts to achieve the benefit of all beings, to the ends of space and the 10 directions, may my deeds be the same. Page 148, second line. For as long as space endures, as long as there are beings, I will remain to eliminate the sufferings of beings. Whatever are the sufferings of wanderers, may they all ripen upon me. May the Sangha of Bodhisattvas bring forth beings to happiness. Soul cure for being suffering, wellspring of all content. May the teachings remain for a long time, supported and respected. I bow to Manjushri, through whose kindness a virtuous mind arose. I also bow to my masters, whose kindness made me thrive. Page 149, the middle length Dewa Chen prayer by the 5th Karmapad Deshin Shekpa. I prostrate with respect to those who see all there is to know directly and have found peerless perfection, all supreme qualities, to the genuine Dharma and the Sangha of the Bodhisattvas, the boundless emanations of his bodies, illuminate boundless realms of boundless space, the boundless radiance of Amitayas, pervades all boundless beings in samsara. I prostrate to our foremost God, who has perfected the lights of compassion of all-knowing victors, who shines the light of wisdom that dispels the pitch dark of conception and existence. His streaming beams of light fill every realm. Even the slightest glance cast from his eyes of wisdom quells the entire hordes of maras. I prostrate to his body's boundless light. I prostrate to the one whose kayavas of liberation breathe of peace and existence, never leaves the expansive essence ablaze with marks and signs that teach wherever a being to tame is found. A single utterance of his, with 60 traits, explains all dharmas and engages beings according to their faculties in all times and directions. I prostrate to the light of boundless speech. I prostrate to the effortless, spontaneous, right words that transcend speech, thought, and description, the inconceivable secret of speech that teaches the supreme excellent path. Naturally luminous, unseen like space, the play of all-encompassing pristine wisdom expands the mandala that knows all that there is to know. I prostrate to the light of boundless mind, page 151. Though all phenomena are naturally pacified, unceasing appearances are dazzling. Your vision is totally pure and pacified, but likewise, you see all, I bow to you. Your vision is totally pure and pacified. You are the wish-fulfilling sustenance for beings, infinite body, speech, mind, pristine wisdom, the immeasurable compassion and activity. Amitabha, I always prostrate to you. I mentally take and offer to the Sugatas, bodies and riches, both real and imagined, and to all the ends of space that is not owned. Think of this lowly one with love and take my gifts. I confess and admit all the misdeeds and offenses that I or any other being has done. May never, ever commit such acts again. May karmic obscurations be forever extinguished. I rejoice in the merit of the victors and their children, the listeners, self-Buddhas, and all wanderers. I ask all Buddhas in the 10 directions to turn the wheel of the Mahayana Dharma, page 152. I pray that they remain, not passing beyond. For infinitely many oceans of eons, I dedicate any virtue done in the 3 times to great awakening for the benefit of others. May I be cared for by all exalted lamas, and may my bodhicitta never wane. May I gain the highest leisure and riches, with good family, body, wealth, and dharma friends. May I train step by step in the Buddha's teachings, with interest, diligence, and carefulness. May any act that leads to birth in the 3 lower realms, and any other leisureless world, in this unbearable samsara, in this very lifetime ripen fully upon me, never to be experienced in any other life. Page 153. May I perfect giving, discipline, forbearance, diligence, and meditation, wisdom and wondrous means and aspiration, power and oceans of primordial wisdom. Without regard for life and limb, my mind made workable, my being tamed through solitude, which with the Dharma of scripture and realization, may I be always loving and aware. The essence of samsara is nirvana, the essence of conception, pristine wisdom. May I have wisdom that knows the dharmata, transcending either single or multiple. May I, unhindered, enter the qualities of the Sugatas who dwell in the profound interdependence, the Dharmakaya, definitive and unelaborate, with powers, qualities, pristine wisdom, activities, and so forth. Wherever I go, my mind filled with delight, may act utterly purely with my body, speech, and mind. Page 154. My speech melodious, may I teach the oceans of Dharma, and be just as the bodhisattvas in my conduct. Till I attain such qualities as those, may I have riches and the deathless life that conquers all adversity entirely. May I accomplish all my aims just as I wish. When this life's appearances are soon to disappear, may I be blessed by the Sugata and his children. May I realize the radiant innate meaning, and may infinite gods and goddesses come bearing various offerings to welcome me. My mind full of great bliss, may I go easily to the completely pure realm of Dewa Chen, stainless appearance, its nature Dharmadhatu. There in that realm, in a mass of orange light, may see the Lord of Dharma, Amitabha, in the center of a lotus on great heaps of jewels, together with 1,000 billion bhikshus, red like the setting evening sun, blazing radiantly, surrounded by a sangha of the children of the victors. Page 155. May I behold the Bhagavan whose sight can't satisfy, and receive a prophecy of great enlightenment. May I then emanate completely perfect, amazing, glorious bodies, infinite, the fruit of great accumulations of virtue, and sing melodious melodies in praise of that Bhagavan. May I be inseparable always from the great Maitreya, Manjushri, Samantabhadra, Genrezi, Vajrapani, and the other Bodhisattva. May I engage equally in the ways of liberation. May acting illusory in oceans of liberations. May I take up all means of the oceans of Mahayana, achieve the realizations of oceans of pristine wisdom, liberate all wanderers from the ocean of existence. Page 156. May I continuously purify oceans of Buddha realms, increase the oceans of the two accumulations, ripen and mature oceans of sentient beings. May I accomplish the oceans of aspirations, just as Buddhas of the past developed bodhicitta, made aspirations, performed deeds, and had great power. So too may I bring every single being swiftly to the state of Buddhahood. I think we'll recite the Chancha Mahamudra Aspiration Prayer Mahamudra, page 353. Chakchen Monlam, Aspiration of the Mahamudra of Definitive Meaning, page 353.
Humble Guru. Gurus, Yidams of all mandalas, and Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions and 3 times kindly consider me, support and bless the fulfillment of my aspirations. Streams of virtue unsullied by threefold fixation are born on the snow-covered mountain of the pure intentions and actions of myself and all innumerable beings. May they flow into the ocean of the 4 Buddhas Kayas. Until that is attained, throughout all births, all lives, may even the words wrongdoing and suffering be unheard. May we enjoy the splendor of ocean of happiness and virtue. 354 at the top. Acquiring the best leisure and resources, may we have faith, diligence, and wisdom, relying upon good spiritual friends and receiving the essence of the instructions. May we practice them properly without obstacle. In all our lives, may we practice genuine Dharma. Hearing scripture and reasoning frees from unknowing. Contemplating the instructions conquers the darkness of doubt. The light of meditation clearly reveals the nature as it is. May the brilliance of the 3 wisdoms increase. The ground is the 2 truths beyond the extremes of eternalism and nihilism, through the supreme path of the 2 accumulations beyond the extremes of exaggeration and denial. The fruition, the 2 benefits beyond the extremes of samsara and nirvana is attained. May we encounter Dharma, free from error and deviation. The ground of purification is the mind's nature, a union of lucidity, emptiness. What purifies is the great Vajra Yoga of Mahamudra. What is purified is the stains of adventitious delusion. May the result of purification, the stainless Dharmakaya, be revealed. 355. Severing misconceptions of the ground is certainty of the view. Sustaining that without distraction is the point of meditation. Training in all aspects of meditation is the best action. May we have the confidence of view, meditation, and action. All dharmas are the mind's manifestations. The mind, there is no mind. It is empty of mind's essence. Empty, it is unceasing. It can appear as anything. Having scrutinized it, may we find it. We mistake self-appearance, which has never existed, to be an object. Under ignorance's power, we mistake self-awareness to be a self. Under the power of dualistic fixation, we wander in the expanse of samsara. May we get to the bottom of ignorance and delusion. Not something, it is not seen even by Buddhas, not nothing, it is the ground of all samsara nirvana. That is not a contradiction, it is unity, the middle way. May we realize the mind's nature beyond extremes. 366. Nothing indicates this, saying it is this. Nothing negates this, saying it is not this. Beyond the intellect, Dharmata is not composite. May we realize the perfect ultimate truth. Not realizing this, we circle in the ocean of samsara. If this is realized, Buddha is not anywhere else. Everything is this. There is nothing that is not this. May we know Dharmata, exposing the all basis. Appearances are mind. Emptiness is also mind. Realization is mind. Delusion is our mind too. Arisen, its mind. Stopped, it's also mind. May we sever all misconceptions in the mind. Not sullied by meditation that is conceptual effort, not stirred by the wind of ordinary distractions. May we know how to rest naturally and freely, not altering. May we be skilled in and sustain the practice of mind. 357. May the subtle and coarse waves of thought be naturally calmed. May the river of mind, unmoving, come to natural rest. Free from the polluting stains of torpor and dullness, may the ocean of shamatha be unmovingly stable. When looking again and again at the mind, which has nothing to look at, nothing to see, as vividly seen as it is. That is the resolution of doubts about what is and is not. Without delusion, may we recognize our own nature. Looking at objects, there are no objects, they are seen as mind. Looking at mind, there is no mind, it is empty of nature. Looking at both, dualism is liberated in its own place. May we realize the clear light, the mind's nature. This freedom from mental engagement is Mahamudra. Beyond extremes, it is the great middle way. As this includes everything, it is also called the great perfection. May we gain the confidence that to know one is to realize the meaning of all. 358. Unceasing great bliss without attachment, the unveiled clear light, free from conception, and spontaneously present freedom from thought beyond the intellect, may effortless experiences be unceasing. May clinging to experiences as good be naturally liberated. May the delusion of thoughts as being bad be purified in the expanse. May ordinary mind, with nothing to remove or add, to lose or gain, unelaborate, the truth of Dharmata be realized. Although being's nature is always Buddha, not realizing it, we wander in endless samsara. May unbearable compassion arise in us for all beings who suffer ceaselessly. The display of unbearable compassion is unceasing. Within that affection, its empty nature arises nakedly. May we cultivate this integrated path without error, constantly throughout day and night. Top of 359. The eyes and clairvoyances produced by meditation, the ripening of beings, the purification of Buddha realms, and the completion of aspirations to the Buddha's qualities. May we perfect completion, ripening, and purification, achieving Buddhahood. Through the compassion of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions, and the power of whatever pure virtue there is, may the pure aspirations for myself and all beings be fulfilled in accord with our intentions. The praises to the 21 Chara. Page 281. From the supreme palace of the Potala, you are born from green Tom, again 281, and liberate beings from the light of Tom. Tara, I pray that you come with your retinue. Gods and demigods bow their crowns to your lotus feet. You liberate from all deprivation. I prostrate to Tara, the mother, noble Ada, Arya Tara, and all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas who abide in the 10 directions. And 3 times I prostrate you with our admiration. I present flowers, incense, butter lamps, scent, food, music, and other offerings. Actually present and mentally emanated, I pray that Arya's assembly accept and I confess all the wrongdoing I have committed throughout beginningless time up to now, such as the 10 wrongdoings, the 5 worst of mind, with the mind overpowered by kleshas. I rejoice in all the merit accumulated throughout the virtuous actions and the 3 times of Shravakas, partake Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and ordinary beings and others. I pray you turn the wheel of the Dharma of the lesser, greater, common vehicles in accordance with the thoughts and various intellects of beings. I pray that until samsara is empty, you not pass into nirvana, but compassionately care for beings who are drowning in the ocean of suffering. May whatever merit I have accumulated become a cause of awakening. May I soon become a splendid guide of beings. 283, the actual praise. I prostrate to the noble lady Aryatara. I prostrate to Tara, the quick and heroic, whose eyes flash instantly like lightning, who arose from the open heart on the lotus face of the three worlds protector. I prostrate to you, whose face is like 100 like 100 autumn moons, who blazes with the light of thousands of stars. I prostrate to you, whose hands are adorned by lotuses born from water, blue and gold, whose conduct is generosity, diligence, discipline, peace, patience, and meditation. I prostrate to you, the Ushnisha of the Tagatas, whose deeds are boundless utter victory, who have achieved all transcendences, on whom the Bodhisattvas fully rely. 284. I prostrate to you, who fill the desire realm, all directions, and all space with the syllables Tuttara Home, who trample on the seven worlds and are able to summon all without exception. I prostrate to you, whom Indra, Agni, Brahma, Vayudeva, Ishvara, and other gods worship, who are praised in your presence by Bhutas, Vitalas, Gandharvas, and hosts of Yakshas. I prostrate to you, who totally conquer with Chat and Pat all the devices of adversaries, who trample with the right leg contract and left extended, who blaze amid wild burning flames. I prostrate to you, who totally conquer with terrifying Tude, the warriors of Mara, whose lotus face frowns, who kill all enemies without exception. I prostrate to you, whose fingers adorn your heart with the mudra of the three jewels, Tapa 285, who is adorned by a turbulent wheel of light blazing in all directions. Prostrate to you, whose crown is heavy with great joy, radiates garlands of light, whose fierce laugh of Tuttara enthralls Maras and all the world. I prostrate to you, who are able to summon all the guardians of the ground, who, with a frown and the syllable Hum, liberate from all deprivation. I prostrate to you, whose head is adorned by a sliver of the moon, who blazes brilliantly with all adornment, whose hair is always beautiful with Amitabha's brilliant light. I prostrate to you, who dwell amid garlands of flame like the fire at the Kalpa's end, who are delighted with right leg extended, left bend, who totally conquer enemies' forces. I prostrate to you, who pierce the ground with the palm of your hand and trample it with your feet, who frowning with the syllable Hum conquer the seven levels. I prostrate to you, whose conduct is blissful, virtuous, tranquil, the peace of nirvana, whose Svahanam conquer great wrongdoing. Midway down 286. I prostrate to you, who amid utter joy totally defeat enemies, Tara, who arises from awareness whom, surrounded by the 10 syllables. I prostrate to Ture, who stamps her feet, whose seed has the form of home, who shakes Mount Meru, Mandara, Vindhya, and the three worlds. I prostrate to you, whose hand holds the god's leg marked by a rabbit, who dispel all poisons when the two taras and the syllable Pat are said. Top of 287. I prostrate to you, on whom the King of Gods and all gods and Kinnaras rely, who dispel dispute and bad dreams with complete armor and joyous splendor. I prostrate to you, whose two eyes are as bright as the sun and full moon, who dispel the fiercest contagion by reciting Hara twice and Tuttara. I prostrate to you, who pacify through the placement of threefold suchness, Supreme Ture, who conquers the hosts of spirits, Vitalas, and Yakshas. This is the praise of the root mantra and the 21 prostrations.
Repeating the praises to Tara. Prostrate to you, whose face is like 100 full autumn moons, blazes with the light of 1,000 stars. Prostrate to you, whose hands are adorned by lotuses born from water, blue and gold, whose conduct is giving, diligent, discipline, peace, patience, and meditation. Prostrate to you, the Ishnishas of the Tathagatas, deeds are boundless, utter victory, who's achieved all transcendencies, on whom the Bodhisattvas fully rely. Prostrate to you, fill the desire realm, all space with syllables, Tuttara, in all directions, trample on the seven worlds, and able to summon all without without exception. Prostrate to you, on whom Indra, Agni, Brahma, Vayudeva, Ishvara, and other gods worship. Your praise in your presence by Buddhas, Vetalas, Gandharvas, and hosts of Yakshas. Prostrate to you, who totally conquer with tray and pay all the devices of adversaries, who trample with right leg contracted and left extended, who blaze amid wild burning flames. I prostrate to you, who totally conquer with terrifying tutti the warriors of Mara, whose lotus face frowns, who kill all enemies without exception. I prostrate to you, whose fingers adorn your heart with the mudra of the three jewels, whose adorned by the turbulent wheel of light, blazing in all directions. I prostrate to you, whose crown, heavy with great joy, radiates garlands of light, whose fierce laugh of Tutana draws the manas in all the world. Prostrate to you, who are able to summon all the guardians of the ground, who with a profound and syllable home liberate from all deprivation. I prostrate to you, whose head is adorned by the sliver of the moon, who blaze brilliantly with all adornment, whose hair is always beautiful with Amitabha's brilliant light. I prostrate to you, who dwell amid garlands of flame, like the fire at the Kalpa's end, who are delighted with the right light extended and left bent, with totally conquers enemy's forces. I prostrate to you, who's pierced the ground with the palms of your hand, and trampled with your feet, crowning with the syllable home, conquered the 7 levels. I prostrate to you, whose conduct is blissful, virtuous, tranquil, and the piercing nirvana, whose with Sohan, Om, conquer great wrongdoing. I prostrate to you, who amid utter joy defeat enemies, Tadu, who rises from the awareness home, surrounded by the 7 syllables. Prostrate to Tude, who stamps your feet, whose seed as the form of home, who shakes the world, Mandara, Vindhya, and the 3 worlds. I prostrate to you, whose hands hold the god's leg marked with the rabbit, who dispels all poisons with 2 taras, and the syllable pay are recited. Prostrate to you, on whom the king of gods rely, and all gods and good kinadas depend, who dispel disputed bad dreams with complete armor and joyous splendor. Dispel to you, prostrate to you, whose 2 eyes are as bright as the sun and full moon. Dispel the fiercest contagion by reciting Hana twice in Tutana. Prostrate to you, who's pacified to the placement of 3-fold such as Supreme Tudi, who conquers the host of spirits, Vitalis, and Yakshas, is to praise the root mantra and the 21 praises. Repeat. Page 283. Prostrate to you, whose face is like 100 full autumn moons, who blazes with the light of 1,000 stars. Prostrate to you, whose hands are adorned by lotuses born from water blue and gold, whose conduct is giving, diligence, discipline, peace, patience, and meditation. Prostrate to you, the Ushnisha of the Tathagatas, whose deeds are boundless, utter victory, who have achieved all paramitas, on whom the bodhisattvas fully rely. Prostrate to you, fill the desire realm, all directions in space, with the syllables Tutara, on whom who trample into 7 realms, and are able to summon all without exception. Prostrate to you, to whom Indra, Agni, Brahma, Vayudeva, Ishvara, and other gods worship, who are praised in your presence by Buddhas, Vetalas, Gandharvas, and hosts of Yakshas. I prostrate to you, conqueror, with tray and pay all the devices of adversaries, who trample with right leg contracted and left extended, who blaze amid wild burning flames. Prostrate to you, conqueror, with terrifying tutti, the warriors of Mata, whose lotus face frowns, who kill all enemies without exception. Prostrate to you, whose fingers adorn your heart with the mudra of the 3 jewels, who is adorned by a turbulent wheel of light, blazing in all directions. Page 285. Prostrate to you, whose crown heavy with great joy radiates garlands of light, whose fierce laugh of Tutara draws manas in all the world. And prostrate to you, who are able to summon and all the guardians of the ground, who with a frown, the syllable home, liberate all from all deprivation. Prostrate to you, whose head is adorned with the symbol of the moon, who blazes brilliantly with all adornment, whose hair is always beautiful with Amitabha's brilliant light. Prostrate to you, who dwell amid garlands of flame like the fire at the Kalpa's end, who are delighted with right leg extended and totally conquer enemy's forces. Prostrate to you, pierce the ground with the palm of your hand, trample with your feet, who frowning with the syllable home, conquer the 7 levels. I prostrate to you, whose conduct is blissful, virtuous, tranquil, the peace of nirvana, whose sohan, om, conquer great wrongdoing. Prostrate to you, who amid utter joy totally defeat the enemies. Tata, who arises from the awareness home, surrounded by the 10 syllables. Prostrate to Ture, who stamps her feet, whose seed has the form of home, who shakes Mount Meru, Mandara, Vidyan, the 3 worlds. I prostrate to you, whose hands hold the God's lake marked by a rabbit, who dispel all poison with 2 tatas and syllable pay or say. I prostrate to you, on whom the King of gods and all gods and kinanas rely, who dispel dispute, bad dreams, complete armor and joyous splendor. I prostrate to you, whose 2 eyes are as bright as the sun and moon, who dispel the fiercest contagion by reciting Hara and 2 tatas. I prostrate to you, who pacifies the placement of 3 threefold such as Supreme Ture, who conquers the host of spirits, Betalas, and Yakshas. This is the praise, the root mantra, the 21 prostration. Repeat 21 praises at age 283. Prostrate to Tana, wicked and heroic, whose eyes flash infinitely like lightning, who honors from his open heart and closed face, the three worlds protector. Prostrate to you, whose face is like 100 full autumn moons, who blazes with the light of 1,000 stars. I prostrate to you, whose hands are adorned by lotuses, born from water, blue and gold, whose conduct is giving diligence, discipline, peace, patience, and meditation. Prostrate to you, the Ushnisha of the Tathagatas, whose deeds are boundless, utter victory, who have achieved all transcendences, on whom the Bodhisattvas fully rely. Page 284. Prostrate to you, filled with desire realm, all directions, in all space with the syllables Tathata, on whom, who trample on the seven worlds, and are unable to summon all without exception. Prostrate to you, on whom Indra, Agni, Brahma, Vayudeva, Ishvara, and other gods worship, who are praised in your presence by all Bhutas, Vetalas, Gangadas, and hosts and yakshas. Prostrate to you, totally conquer, betray and pay all the devices of adversaries who trample with right leg contracted and left extended, ablaze amid wild burning flames. Prostrate to you, totally conquer, with terrifying Tutti, the warriors of Mara, whose lotus face frowns, who kill all enemies without exception. I prostrate to you, whose fingers adorn your heart with the mudra of the three jewels, who is adorned by a turbulent wheel of light, blazing in all directions, page 285, second line. Prostrate to you, whose crown, heavy with great joy, radiates garlands of light, whose fierce laugh of Tutana enthralls smartest in all the world. I prostrate to you, who are able to summon all the guardians of the ground, who, with the crown and syllable home, liberate from all deprivation. I prostrate to you, whose head is adorned by a silver of the moon, who blazes brilliantly with all adornment, whose hair is always beautified with Amitabha's brilliant light. I prostrate to you, who dwell amid garlands of flame, like the fire at the Kalpa's hand, who are delighted, with the right leg extended and left bent, totally conquer enemies' forces. Page 286. I prostrate to you, who's pierced the ground with the palm of your hand, trample it with your feet, who, while frowning with the syllable home, conquered the 10 levels. Prostrate to you, whose conduct is blissful, virtuous, tranquil in the pierce of nirvana, whose Sohan conquered great wrongdoing. I prostrate to you, who amid under joy defeat enemies, Tara, who arises from awareness of home, surrounded by the 10 syllables. I prostrate to Ture, who stamps your feet, whose seed has the form of Hum, who shakes Mount Meru, Mandara, Vindhya, and the three worlds. I prostrate to you, who holds in her hands the god's lake, marked by a rabbit, who dispels all poison when Tutatas and the symbol Pei are recited. 287. I prostrate to you, on whom the King of Gods and all gods and Kanadas rely, who dispel dispute and bad dreams, who with complete armor and joyous splendor. I prostrate to you, whose eyes are as bright as the sun and full moon, and dispel the fiercest contagion by reciting Hana twice. And Tutara, I prostrate to you, who pacify through the placement of threefold such as Supreme Ture, who conquers the hosts of spirits, Vetalas, and Yakshas. This is the praise of the root mantra, the 21 prostrations. 21 praises of Tara again, 283. Page 284. The 21 Praises of Tara, page 283. I prostrate to Tara, the quick and heroic, whose eyes flash instantly like lightning, who rose from the open heart of the lotus face, the three worlds' protector. I prostrate to you, whose face is like 100 full autumn moons, who blazes with light of thousands of stars. I prostrate to you, whose hands are adorned by lotuses born from water blue and gold, whose conduct is giving, diligence, discipline, peace, patience, and meditation. I prostrate to you, the Ushnisha of the Tathagatas, whose deeds are boundless utter victory, who has achieved all paramitas, on whom all the bodhisattvas rely. Page 284, I prostrate to you, fill the desire realm, and all space with the two syllables Tutara. Trample the seven summon all without exception. I prostrate to you, on whom Indra, Agni, Brahma, Vayudeva, Vishwana, and other gods worship, who are praised in your presence by all Bhutas, Gautamas, Gandharvas, and hosts of Yakshas. I prostrate to you, totally conquer with tray and pay all devices of adversaries, who trample with right leg contracted and left extended, who blaze amid wild burning flames. I prostrate to you, totally conquer with terrifying Turi, the warriors of Mara, whose lotus face frown to kill all enemies without exception. I prostrate to you, whose fingers adorn your heart with the mudra of the three jewels, adorned with the turbulent wheel of light, blazing in all directions. Page 285, second line. Prostrate to you, whose crown heavy with great joy radiates scarlet light, whose fierce laugh of Tutana enthralls the martyrs in all the world. Prostrate to you, who are able to summon all the guardians of the ground, who, with a frown and syllable horn, liberate from all deprivation. Prostrate to you, whose head is adorned by a sliver of the moon, who blaze brilliantly by all adornment, whose fire is always beautiful with Amitabha's brilliant light. Prostrate to you, who dwell amid garlands of flame, like the fire at the Kalpa's end, who is delighted with right leg extended and left hand, to totally conquer enemies' forces. Page 286. I prostrate to you, who pierce the ground, palm of your hand, who trample with your feet, who crowning with the syllable horn, conquers the seven levels. Prostrate to you, whose conquered is blissful, virtuous, tranquil, the peace of nirvana, with Soha and Om, conquer the great wrongdoing. I prostrate to you, who amid utter joy, totally defeat enemies. Tara, who rises from awareness home, surrounded by the 10 syllables. Prostrate to Ture, who stamps your feet, whose seed has the form of home, who shapes Mount Meru, Mandara, Vinja, on the three worlds. Prostrate to you, whose hands hold the god's lake, marked by a rabbit. Who dispel all poisons when two taras in syllable pay or recited. Prostrate to you, on whom the King of gods and all gods and kanadas rely, who dispel dispute and bad dreams, with complete armor and joyous splendor. Prostrate to you, whose two eyes are as bright as the sun and full moon, who dispel the fiercest contagion by reciting Hanan twice in Tutara. Prostrate to you, who pacifies the placement of threefold suchness, supreme Turing, who conquers the hosts of spirits, Vitalis and Yakshas. This is the praise of the real one. 21 prostrations. Continuing on with the benefits, bottom of page 287. Intelligent people with true respect for this deity will rise and recite this with utmost respect. Admiration at both dawn and dusk will be freed from all fear by the thought of her. All the wrongdoing will be fully pacified. All lower realms will be conquered. They will quickly receive empowerment from 70 million Buddhas. They will attain what is greater than this. They will reach ultimate Buddhahood. The thought of her will fully dispel the strongest poison, whether from the environment or beings, whether eaten or drunk. They will escape all suffering caused by spirits, contagion or poison, and so will other beings. If this is recited 2, 3, or 7 times, those who want children will have children. Those who want wealth will gain wealth. All desires will be fulfilled, and all obstructors will be vanquished. To the merit of praising you. May virtue and glorious goodness blaze forth auspiciously.
Joshua用了年生学了，但他感觉不是随便，给龙那么加上的那其他全那个嘞，Joshua开始父母用着，你们公司的制度，除了的嘛配合那学艺，操作也接了，但他操作也接了，Joshua现在加上公司的制度，说3年了配合那学艺。你们要给确定的，决定到多，确定你被讨论，我都学了下，就是这。
So now the monks on the stage are going to have lunch. So everyone else can leave, or if you want to stay, you can stay and watch them have lunch, or you can go have lunch. And the next session begins at 2 p.m.
Nedin judo kordan jeba sonyam la pya ke ngadun zerem legwa choba yin tende yende getsor phama che namba kongsi yila phero na tene nedin judo ke trupa tang gelong namba tega na yin ke deni rambuche gelong yin kin tang umje choba che namba na hila choro yoro nang din jinda thamje da cho trine hila nibo naro nang to che
各位法友现在可以离场用午餐，僧众们将会留在会场舞台上用斋，请法友注意。今天下午5点钟 将会在德嘎寺大殿前举行不动佛超荐仪式。如果法友您还有超荐及消灾祈福名单尚未送到功德处，请在3点以前，今天下午3点以前送到功德处。今天下午的课程是2点开始，法会下午2点开始，谢谢。
继续我用来。